premium market players. So I think this is a good opportunity. One thing which I want to add before I bring in the founders of the brand is, I've been talking to, and it's part of my job to talk to a lot of people who operate brands, right? There is so much of interest today from big players to find great founder-led brands. I think I see that in the Real Pizza Company. This is a founder-led brand. They believe in their product. The product is great. So even larger groups are looking for brands like these. But the difference with Fran Global and Franchise India is that we are able to bring this for business families, for HNIs. So, and that's what we really believe in. So this is an opportunity which will suit you if you want to become a top tier player in the pizza market, in your market. And this is a live session, people. So make it live, make it lively. Put your questions and answers in the Q&A box. Tell us from which cities you're. I think if you tell us if you're from Hyderabad, the opportunities is a bit different. If you're from Bangalore, the opportunity is very different. So if you're from North India, it's very different. If you're from Gujarat, it's very different. So it all depends upon which city you're from, what is your background, and accordingly, we should be able to help you. So yes, Q&A box. So on that note, I think let me bring the founders, and of course, we have the team of the Real Pizza Company. They'll share with us the opportunity and of course their own brand story. And I do understand that, yes, so there is a challenge of the accent, right? So sometimes if you do not understand anything, please just ask. We don't mind repeating that. But yeah, so on that note, welcome Jonathan, Matt, and Paul, and let's get started.
Thank you, Venus. Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you, Venus, and thank you, Hannah, for that very kind introduction. And we're actually very excited to be able to present to you today our brand from the UK. Obviously, India is a very exciting market, and we're absolutely thrilled to be on the call this morning. And we're very happy to answer as many questions as people wish. And we hope you go away today understanding this true opportunity, because it really is fantastic. And Venus just mentioned the big boys like Domino's. Rest assured, we are far stronger in product and service than Domino's. So I've prepared a short presentation, which I'd like to talk through with you, and then we can do Q&A afterwards. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, we can see that.
With us just a moment, just starting the, there we are.
Okay, so our brand is called The Real Pizza Company. That's the logo in front of you there. And we're all about real quality, real value, and real pizza. Okay. So team introduction. My name is Matt Fielder. I'm one of the founders. Paul is the other founder who's also on the call. And Jonathan, who's by my side, is our franchise director. He's leading our franchise opportunity in the UK and with India, and is flying out to India for the exhibition next week. So our history, we were established in 2012. We started off with a mobile trailer that used to visit towns and villages. And obviously was huge demand. And after that, that led to us opening our first store in 2014. Oh, what have we done there? Sorry, malfunction. Then we opened up a mobile truck. That truck used, and it still does, go to events, festivals, carnivals, towns, pitches, and is a very good mobile, profitable asset. And then over the coming years, between 2019 and 2022, we opened up 4 more stores. And all of our stores have been very successful with very strong weekly sales. And that's consistent across 52 weeks of the year. So we don't really have a summer dip or a winter dip. We're very We're very consistent in our weekly sales on a weekly and a monthly basis. In 2023, we appointed Jonathan to lead our franchising operation. And this year, we're very proud to say that our UK franchisees have already started their training and signed up to our brand. Our mission is very simple. It's to create the absolute best craft pizza. So I know there's lots of pizza companies in India. I know there's lots of pizza companies in worldwide, but I strongly recommend you look at our pizza and come and taste it because it is superior to other brands. Our mission is also to deliver the most authentic pizza using the finest ingredients. So Paul and I, we try various ingredients from across the UK and Europe, and we pick the best. And our pizzas are made with the best flour, the best dough, the best ingredients. And we take our ingredients from Italy, from Hungary, from Portugal, and from the UK. And we're very proud of what we've created. And our mission is also to create a unique experience in taste, value, and service. So you might be thinking, what are our USPs and why would you come with us? So obviously the pizza starts with the dough. We're very proud of our dough. We have a secret recipe and we've tweaked it and perfected it over the last 12 years. And our dough is very different from our competitors' dough. It's fresh every day. It's never frozen. And we're very proud of our dough. Our cooking process, so we use specialist ovens and we blast cook our pizzas to create and lock in the aroma and the flavors and the moisture. That's very important when it comes to the finished product and what our customers actually eat for their lunch or eat for their dinner. As I already mentioned, our ingredients, so we use the highest quality ingredients selected from Italy and around Europe. We also operate with a customer loyalty scheme. So our POS system has a loyalty scheme built into it, and it's a bespoke scheme which enhances value to our customers. So once they become a member of our brand, they collect loyalty points and build those loyalty points, and then they can redeem their loyalty points against future purchases. Very, very popular, and our major competitors do not offer this scheme. In terms of delivery, so in the UK, and I can't speak for the market in India, but our delivery, 80% of our sales is delivery and 20% of our sales is collection. We have the market-leading delivery system to ensure the freshness and the quality of that product when it arrives at the customer's doorstep, which is up to 20 minutes journey time. Our equipment is the best. We invest in that equipment, and our delivery system is #1. And it's far superior to major competitors such as Domino's and Papa John's. Our POS system, which is usable in India because we've already done the research, so we can transfer this technology to India. Paul and I have spent 10 years developing this POS system to give us exactly what we need to run the business. So the POS system, which we would like to offer to our future franchisees, is a bespoke system. It's not like anything else, and it gives us all the reporting, all the data, all the product, customer, staff data that we need to effectively run our business. And then the last one is, sorry, the screen's blocked here. Can we scroll down? Okay, let's move on. So you might be thinking what our customers say. So our business, our brand in the UK, we have market-leading review scores in Google and TripAdvisor, and we have market-leading review scores with our third-party users, which is Just Eat, Deliveroo, and Uber. And you can research those yourself. There's no hidden secrets there. That's for everybody to view and see. And then our customers regularly tell us how good we are. So Some customers say that we're the best pizza in the UK. Some customers say, why go anywhere else? Our toppings are amazing and fresh, and a lot of people travel a long way to buy our pizza, which makes us really proud because, you know, for people to travel to us is something special. So that goes to show that what we're offering is far better and beyond other competitors. In terms of who we want to partner, so we're looking for partners in India that are very passionate about the industry, about the food industry, about the quick service industry. We're looking for partners that are obsessed with service and delivering every day for our customers. We have a sort of ethos in our company that one complaint is too many. So delivering service and delivering value and delivering quality is absolutely paramount. And we're looking for partners that can pick that up and deliver it in their cities or metro cities or their suburbs. We're looking for someone that can drive customer lifetime loyalty. So when customers switch over to our brand, we want them to stay with us. And every time they order a pizza, whether it's once a week, once a month, once a quarter, we want them to choose the real pizza company, and we want to win their lifetime loyalty. That's very, very important. And we also want to work with people that can excite a wonderful team to create that customer-focused and winning culture. That's really important, because without the team underneath you, then you are nothing. So to be able to lead and build that team and create the right culture within our brand is very, very important. And then my last slide is just to show that we do have a stand at the exhibition in May, and Jonathan, who's to my left, will be at that stand, and we would absolutely love you to come and see him. So talk about the brand, ask as many questions as you wish, and we absolutely look forward to seeing you.
I'd just like to say I'm thrilled to be coming out, and please do book an opportunity for a one-on-one conversation with me, or just come along to the stand for a chat, and I can tell you as much as possible about the brand operating in the UK.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. That completes our slideshow. Are we handing over to
You can hand over to me. That's fantastic.
and back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Matt, for that brilliant presentation and a brief insight into the brand. I think what's really noticeable is how passionate the team are, and it really, when you partner with a franchisor, you really want to be partnered with somebody that is passionate about keeping their values at the core of their business and then paying that forwards to others. So now I'm going to hand over to Nikita. Oh, she's there. And Nikita's going to share some financials with us.
Thank you so much, Hannah, and thank you, the RPC team. I think it was so insightful to understand around the brand and how do we want to bring that to India. So I think take this opportunity to present the commercials that we have designed for a franchise partner and an area developer here in India. So I'll share my screen so that all the partners that are on the call are able to understand what do we bring here in India for the RPC. So right now for India, we would launch into two kind of models. One will be a diner model, which is more towards a casual dining, for which the ideal size of an area will be somewhere around 1500 square feet, which also communicates to roughly around 140 square meter, which is the proposal that we bring. The cost that you will have to invest into the same will be close to 90 lakh rupees, which communicates to around 96,000 pounds, which would include 15 lakh rupees as a franchise fee. The setup cost, which would include all your interiors, your fixtures, furnitures, will be at 45 lakhs. The kitchen equipments at the property will be around 30 lakh rupees, which communicates to roughly around 30,000 pounds. Your business permits and licenses will be another 50,000 rupees, which could be translated roughly around 500 pounds. So on an average, 86 to 90,000 pounds is what we see as an ideal investment that we bring in. Now in India, because on a broader scale, the CDR models operate both with or without liquor. So if you also want to incorporate a liquor in terms of your beer, wines, and such menus, you can have an optional license fee of close to 30 lakh rupees, roughly around 28,000 pounds, which is if you want to incorporate liquor as a model in your brand. If you talk about the working capitals, so you'll also require lease deposits and working capitals for roughly around 20 to 25 lakh rupees. But if we do suppose the monthly revenue that you can incorporate through the sales, for a model without liquor, you can easily achieve a monthly revenue of 30 lakh rupees. Or if you talk about the model with liquor, your sales can be achieved to close to 45 lakh rupees as well, where the royalties that you will pay to the brand will be at 8% overall. The cost of sales for you, which would include both your cost of food, your deliveries, and any kind of your packaging and other cost, will be around 35%. Your staff cost to maintain the business would be required at 14% overall. And your administrative expenses, which includes your rentals, your operational expenses, will be for 21%. And additionally, 2% is something you can spend around in the marketing and advertisements, where you're running a EBITDA for the model will be around at 20%, which makes your annual ROI attractive on a percentage of 90 to 93%. And you can achieve your payback in a period of 16 to 18 months. So most probably your break even could be achieved in a period of 1.5 years with an agreement period of 5 years. So this is a model where we talk about a casual dining. If we talk about a QSR model, where you can open a space of close to 500 to 750 square feet, your total project cost would come around 40 lakh rupees, which communicates to roughly around 40,000 pounds, where the franchise fee, again, you will be paying 15 lakh rupees. 12 lakh to 13 lakhs would go into your setup cost for all your interiors, fixtures. Your kitchen equipments can be at around 12 lakh rupees with your business permits at 50,000. This is an average project cost that you're going to incorporate. And if we talk about your lease deposits and working capitals, that should be roughly around 15 lakh rupees. Where if you talk about a revenue that we can easily project for a QSR model to operate here, could be roughly around 22 lakh rupees that you can achieve, which is close to 20 to 22,000 pounds, with an annual revenue of close to 2.5 to 3 CR. For the same model, you will have to give the royalty to the brand at 8%. Your cost of sales could go as high as 45% because these models are very high on deliveries. So you can at least achieve 30% as a delivery from the overall revenue that you collect. Your staff cost could be around 12%, bringing your administrative expenses to between 18 to 20%. And again, your marketing expenses could be somewhere between 1.5 to 2% overall, making your running EBITDA close to 15 to 18%. And your ROIs could be achieved around 100 and beyond 100 as well, with your paybacks, again, somewhere between 1.2 to 1.5 years, with a contract period of 5 years overall. Now, these are the models where we propose a single franchisee. But what we are looking for partners here in India as an RPC team would be looking for your area developers. Now, we have segregated our area developers into 4 territories, which will be your north, southern region, western region, and east region. The caliber for north region could be somewhere around 75 units that you can open, both including your CDR and your QSR models, which makes your master license fee of 75 lakhs, which communicates to roughly around 70,000 pounds, which would be true again to your southern region and your western region as well. The eastern region would have the caliber to open 35 units at a franchise fee, a license fee of 50 lakh rupees, which communicates to close to 50,000 pounds. The royalty share between the area developer and the brand will be 2% will be taken by the area developer, and brand will take at 6%. And your ROI will be greater than 100%, making your payback somewhere between 18 to 20%. And the contract period for an area developer would be around 10 years. So majorly in India, we want to launch with our area developers for these 4 regions. And if any partner would have any specific questions around the same, our teams can help you understand throughout the models.
Nikita, how many stores the area developer needs to open?
They can open one store, but they can even open 2 stores within the area license fee that they're providing. So up to 2 units is what they can open as their direct units, and the other ones could be the sub-franchisees that they do.
Okay. So if you are looking at an area developer, the overall investment is under 2 crores. And you have to open one store because that kind of act as a training store. At Frank Global, we have done this model with multiple brand. It really works because India is massive and diverse. So we are bringing you an international brand opportunity under 2 crores, which typically actually is the cost of building a store only. You can open your store, you can become an area franchise, and the revenue split, all the revenues you receive from sub-franchisees is 50-50. Is that correct, Nikita?
So the royalty is something that will be split 2% with the area developer and 6% with the brand. But the larger portion of the franchise fee that they'll collect from the sub-franchisee units will be going to the area developer.
We don't know the percentage.
70% would go to the area developer and 30% would come to the brand.
Okay. Okay. So I think there's a clarity around it. This is a very interesting opportunity. Under 2 crores, you can become a sort of a mini master franchise, I like to call them, of an area, of your area, and build a premium pizza brand with impeccable product, which of course is a big challenge in India. In fact, my question to the Real Pizza team is, so in India, on the delivery platforms, the most popular product is biryani. And there are almost 500 brands of biryani in India were operating. And it's the big chunk of that business. I know pizza is that in the UK. So it's such a massive and competitive category. How you really sort of work around that. It's in such a massive competition, how you're able to make a name and then bring profitability to first yourself, build the brand, build the product, build the scale. And now, of course, you're franchising as well. How kind of you counter that? Because that is something which we would have to replicate here also, because pizza is not as crowded the way it is in the UK, because I know it's insane there, but it's just getting there. How does that work out for you in the UK?
So the important thing is to get customers to taste the product. Once they've tasted the product, they understand that they like it, and then they want more. So marketing in the UK is very important, and then we often incentivize customers through vouchers or promotional activity to get them to try the pizza. They can choose something off the menu, or they can create their own pizza, and then once they've tried it, they want it again. And it doesn't matter how many competitors we have locally, because a lot of those competitors are doing a bad job. So we just focus ourselves on competing against the better pizza makers, and we compare ourselves to them. So companies like Domino's and Papa John's, which are international massive machines, their product is actually quite poor. Their meat doesn't look like meat. Our meat is quality meat: chicken, ham, pepperoni, whatever. So once customers have tried our product, they then compare it themselves to the international brands, and then they suddenly realize what pizza should taste like. And then quite often they stay with us. Does that answer your question?
It does, and of course, it's you've run the story in the UK, and I think as we start in India, the partner needs to have their own story combined with, of course, your success.
Yeah.
Another question I think I have for the team is, see, pizza, even in the UK, you have 80% of the business in delivery. Is that how you envision happening in India? is to have this being a better pizza brand, but mostly in the delivery space, because that changes the economics of the whole thing quite a bit.
I think you can do eat in, you can do collection, you can do delivery. Our stores are geared for collection and delivery, and we have a fairly small footprint, which makes our square footage very profitable. If you sign up a lease agreement with a property where you've got large space, you're paying for that property for the next 10 years,
Of course.
regardless of your sales. So we have smaller stores which operate collection and delivery, and it's a very successful model.
Sure.
I can't comment on the delivery participation in India or different cities in India because I have no experience of that. But if it's collection, eat-in, or delivery, the product does sell itself.
We are a very delivery heavy country. I mean, because takeaway is there, but because see, it's hot climate. I mean, it's not what our cities are mostly, most cities, not every city, most cities are not walkable. So you know, it's you get into a car, the traffic. So actually, and delivery, yes, I think if you compare let's say if I go and take my pizza, it might be, let's say, 100 rupees, but if it's on delivery, it will be almost 25-30% expensive. But people are ready to pay for that convenience.
Yeah.
So I guess I think it's even I don't have the straight answer because India is a market for both. But having a better pizza brand in a compact format is a winning ticket, because there are so many players, and just getting that great product is hard. I love pizza, so you know I try pizza almost every week, so I know that it is possible. But I guess it depends upon which areas people are interested in. And in terms of supply chain, do you have any perspective? Would you be open to secure everything from the country? Because that kind of again changes a lot on the economic side.
Yeah, so we've given a lot of thought to the supply chain, and you know, I guess it starts with the dough and the flour.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be some time researching what is available in India and what can be sourced in India and what has to be sourced outside of India. So we're more than happy to do that work. And you know, obviously, the more raw ingredients that we ship over, if we have to ship it over, brings down the economies of scale. But there obviously is a cost involved, and that piece of work will have to take place. My partner Paul he sort of leads the product, and he's got the most knowledge of what we're looking for. But it really does depend on what is available in India already or nearby countries. And then, obviously we want to minimize what we import because there's a cost to that.
I actually love that, because I think India now offers almost everything and again, you can choose what quality you want. You want crap quality, you get that. If you want high end, you get that. I mean, I just read a story today. India exported just this last year, and this has never happened ever in the history, $200 million worth of gherkins. We don't eat gherkin. We don't know what it is, but the farmers, because as the market grew within India, the farmers realized that this is a great product to kind of grow. We have exported $200 million worth. So I mean, I was myself bowled over. So India is becoming an interesting place. We are really doing a lot of work in the background with regards to products. So I really hope we can source as much as possible within the country. But yes, if there is something which compromises the quality, that doesn't work in the long run. So I guess that's something which will be figured out.
Leading on from that, there's obviously recipes. So if you can get the raw ingredients and then create the right recipe, you can create certain recipes for sauces and certain products using what's available in India to create the right mix. My background is 15 years in McDonald's, and McDonald's restaurants use hundreds of tons of gherkins and pickles every single week. So
Yes.
I could imagine the possibilities of India exporting new products, because if farmers are happy to grow it and they know there's a market, then I know the labor market in India is more competitive than
Oh, yes.
the
Rest of the world.
UK.
Yes.
So farmers, it's an open ticket for all farmers in India to start experimenting on new crops and new products.
Absolutely. I think I see some questions. So if I may ask Hannah and Swaraj to maybe pick the ones which would add value to everyone who is here and will watch this later.
Yeah, certainly. Swaraj, have you been reading through the questions? Are you?
So I think there is one question about what is the size of the pizza which you will be serving. So I think it's all the standard sizes are there, right?
Yeah, so in the UK, we offer, in our business, we offer a small pizza, which is 9-inch, and we offer a large pizza, which is 12-inch. So, and we try and keep it simple, because on your busy days, it needs to be simple. You don't want 4 different types of sizes, and customers will order what you offer. So if you offer a 9-inch small and a 12-inch large, customers will order that. I know some of our competitors go 14-inch large, and they do different sizes, but we have very busy days and very busy evenings, and we believe keep it simple, and we have a 9-inch and a 12-inch. We also have our mobile van, which goes around and does festivals and events, and that does a 10-inch pizza, and that's just one size. So customers can order one size off our mobile truck. But in our stores, it's 9-inch and 12-inch.
Fantastic.
Well,
And
thank you.
keeping it simple is key, especially in franchising. So I like that.
Yeah.
Nikita, somebody's asking, do we have an idea of average ticket price or average price of pizza currently?
So our
So,
average bill value, yes, please, Tim, you can. All right. So the average ticket value for here in India should be somewhere between 1,000 to 1,500 rupees.
Fantastic. Thank you. And somebody else was asking about the flour. I think we've had several conversations about the flour. I believe it's a combination blend, and it's a secret recipe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt. That was about the
yeah, sorry. It is a secret recipe, which we're happy to share when people have signed up. And if you have time, just Google what goes into a Domino's dough or Papa John's dough. We have only got 4 ingredients in our dough, and that's flour, water, yeast, and salt. So although it's a secret recipe, the quantities are secret, but it's actually a very simple, pure, real dough with no baddies in there, no E numbers, no emulsifiers, no, rubbish.
real food,
and
real.
the really important point here is a lot of our customers say how they feel after they've eaten a pizza. So how the body digests that pizza. And a lot of people feel bloated and uncomfortable when they've had a Domino's pizza because of what's in the pizza. Our pizza is simple and very tasty, but the ingredients, you do not feel bloated or uncomfortable when you actually feel good when you've eaten a pizza, which is really important, because most people have 2 or 3 meals a day, and how you feel after eating food is very important. And probably people are going to be more health conscious in the future as time goes on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I think that's most of the questions answered. If we haven't got to your question, what's going to happen is we will be in touch, or you can get in touch with us. Please check the chat, and we've put our information in there. Thank you to Matt and John and Paul. Huge thank you to Nikita. Massive thank you to Venus, Franchise India for hosting this call. Yeah, like I said, please contact the people in the chat if you are interested in more information, and we'll also be in touch with you. And most importantly, come and meet John at the Delhi show next weekend, 18th and 19th, and myself. I will be there too, as will Venus and many of the team. We can't wait to see you guys there. Have a brilliant weekend. Is there anybody else that would like to say anything before we close?
No,
So we have
To
Pooja
reiterate
with
that,
us. Who is
Hannah,
going to
really looking
plan.
forward to meeting as many of you as possible.
and travel safe, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Paul, you were saying something. I'm sorry, and Swaraj, you as well.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to introduce Pooja to everyone, who is the brand lead from the Frank Global team. So she is coordinating for the brand with everyone.
Hi,
and
hello everyone.
She will be in touch. She will also be with Paul and Jonathan on the day of the event also. So thank you all for joining the session. Yes, Venus.
Right. So again, this was a great crispy session. And surprisingly, there are a lot of questions regarding the dough, the flour, the gluten. I mean, I am also surprised myself that people are really keen. And I guess that also shows that people understand the subject and are curious about this much more than even, we sort of understand. So that's interesting. But I guess these questions, if you would make much more sense if you would want to, there are more discussions with regards to partnership. So, Paul, you will be here, and Jonathan, you will be here for the show.
Just me, but I wonder, Venus, actually, if Paul was happy, whether he could have a quick conversation about the flour and the gluten. We do have a gluten range, and there were a couple of questions in the Q&A.
Sure, I'm happy to talk about flour. I can't give you away too many.
Wow.
At the moment, our flour is a blend of UK flour and actually flour from Canada as well. But I don't think there's any restrictions on where the flour comes from. I think it's really what's in the flour and creating the right blend. You need the right level of protein, and so we may well be able to use an Indian flour.
Mm-hmm.
And just use something from other countries to get the right balance of strength and protein content, and the absorption rate of the water or the hydration rate of the dough is a big thing for us as well. So yeah, I can't see flour being a problem. We can I'm sure we can create this product from flour elsewhere.
Me too.
And Paul, we can address the gluten issue.
Yes, so we do offer a gluten-free option in our business. We understand that's a growing market. It is still a small market.
Yes.
We focus on the main market of flour, which is full of gluten. I would say that sometimes people that have a gluten intolerance can still tolerate our normal pizzas, because of the long and slow fermentation process that our dough goes through. It breaks down a lot of the gluten, and you digest it a lot easier than you would a pizza that may have poor quality flour that's been rushed through the process to deliver to the consumer. So even though our product is full of gluten, it's much easier to digest than our competitors. We do offer a gluten-free pizza. This is something that we have an external supplier that makes for us, because of the complexities of a small unit. We need to ensure that we're not cross-contaminating any products.
I know. No, I think you're right, Paul. Even in India, I mean, we love gluten. I'm sure everyone has heard about Indian parathas and Indian naan. It's, of course, North India, Western India are much more sort of gluten pro. But yes, I think I would not worry about the gluten-free right now. I think right now is to get the product right, our bestseller, our popular product right. If you get that right, it's a money maker. I mean, no doubt about that.
Can I just chip in there, please, Venus? So
yes,
although gluten-free is fairly popular in the UK, probably for every 300 pizzas we sell, one of them might be gluten-free.
wow.
So it's still a very small market.
Yeah.
When we first started this business, we were using an Italian flour. And we weren't happy with it. And we tried all the different types of flour coming out of Italy. And now what we use a blend of UK and Canadian flour mixed together, which Paul has already explained, but which is superior. And we have quite a long process to making our dough. It's not, you don't just mix it together and use it. We make pre-mixes, they're allowed, you know, then they ferment for like 2 days and then we mix it again. So there's a very unique process to the making of our dough, which leads towards a fantastic pizza. But yeah, it's all about the protein and the glutens in the flour. And I'm sure if we can make contact with flour producers in India, we will be able to find the right blend. It will take time, but it's definitely possible.
I'll speak to you. We recently, like just last year, did like from scratch for a brand, their dough, their recipe. It's rather complicated, but there are some really good providers and vendors in India, and we look forward to you to connecting them. But I think everything starts with getting that right partner. That's what this session and that's what we are about. So we have taken that responsibility. So Jonathan, first of all, thank you so much. You will be coming here. You know the brand from inside out. So if you want to meet the brand in person, please reach out to our team. We have Swaraj. I hope Swaraj has put in his information in the chat box. We have Shweta. Shweta, put in your number. And of course, you can visit Fran Global handles on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, our website. Our information is there. Depending upon our conversation, we can book your time with Jonathan as per his availability and see if this is going to happen. We have built a very efficient model. So I actually am not very much worried about the investment part because we have really made it efficient. Generally, if it was any other brand, the investment requirement would be at least 5 to 10 times. I can say this because I do this daily as a business. So thanks to Nikita, thanks to our people, we have built a very efficient model because we want to bring a better pizza brand to India. I want to eat a better pizza. So it's personal as well. So yes, do join us on 18th and 19th. And again, all the best to everyone here who want to get into franchising. Reach out to us. We would love to have that conversation. Again, thanks to everyone. Hannah, again, keep on doing this. Thank you, Fran Global team, Franchise India team, FranCorp team. And we will see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinay.